Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's exciting episode, we're diving deep into the world of American numismatics as we uncover the 6 most valuable and ultra-rare United States coins ever discovered. These aren't just ordinary pieces of pocket change. Each coin we'll explore carries a remarkable blend of history, rarity, and extraordinary market value that has captivated collectors for generations. From unique minting anomalies to coins produced in exceptionally limited quantities, these treasures stand at the pinnacle of numismatic prestige. So if you're passionate about rare finds, fascinated by hidden stories from the U.S. Mint, or simply love learning about the coins that can command astonishing prices at auction, you're in the right place. Get ready, because this journey into America's rarest and most expensive coins is one you won't want to miss. Among modern United States circulation coins, the 1985 D Washington quarter stands out as a surprisingly desirable collectible, not because of general scarcity, but due to the exceptional value that high-grade examples and rare error varieties can command. While hundreds of millions were minted for everyday use, collectors today prize the small number that survive in pristine, near-perfect condition or exhibit dramatic minting anomalies. These elite examples elevate the 1985 D quarter from a common circulation coin into a premium numismatic treasure. Its appeal lies not only in its accessibility to new collectors, but also in the intense competition among advanced numismatists seeking top population specimens, giving this otherwise ordinary coin a remarkable position in the modern coin market. The 1985 D Washington quarter belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of President George Washington. By 1985, the series was a workhorse of American commerce, and the Denver Mint was responsible for producing vast quantities to meet national demand. No major commemorative event influenced the coin's creation that year, yet its production reflects the economic climate of the mid-1980s, an era of expanded consumer activity, increasing coin circulation, and technological advancement at the U.S. Mint. Though historically routine, these quarters represent an important snapshot of the country's monetary landscape in the late 20th century. The obverse of the 1985 D quarter features the familiar bust of George Washington designed by sculptor John Flanagan, maintaining the classical style that had become an iconic part of American coinage. The reverse depicts the regal heraldic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, a symbol of strength and peace. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 24.3 in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams. While visually simple, the most desirable specimens are those with sharp strikes, full luster, and flawless surfaces, qualities that dramatically elevate their appeal due to how rarely such perfection occurs in high-speed mass production. Although the 1985 D quarter is not rare in general, its true rarity emerges at the highest grades, especially MS-67 and MS-68, where even minor imperfections disqualify most candidates. The Denver Mint produced over 500 million quarters that year, but nearly all entered circulation, accumulating wear, scratches, and dulling of detail. Only a tiny fraction survived in untouched mint state condition. Even more elusive are error varieties, for example, off-center strikes, double die obverses or reverses, clipped planchets and broad strikes, which occur unintentionally during the minting process. These errors, when well-defined and visually dramatic, create numismatic rarities prized far above common examples. Today, most circulated 1985 D quarters retain only their face value, but premium grade or error examples can reach impressive prices. A typical uncirculated piece in MS-63, MS-65 ranges from $5 to $20, reflecting moderate collector demand. However, coins graded MS-67 often command $150 to $300, owing to their significant scarcity. The most exceptional examples, those attaining MS-68, The top end for this date can sell for $1,000 to over $2,000 at auction. Meanwhile, major mint errors can range from $50 to several $100s, with spectacular off-center or double-strike pieces occasionally exceeding $500. These values reflect trends in modern-era coin collecting, where condition rarity often dictates substantial price differences. Collectors seeking valuable 1985 D quarters should prioritize coins with brilliant luster, clean surfaces, and no visible contact marks, especially on Washington's cheekbone, a common area of abrasion. Submissions to reputable graders such as PCGS or NGC are essential for authentication, precise grading, and establishing fair market value. Those searching for errors should examine the rims, lettering, and strike alignment carefully, as even overlooked minor anomalies can hold value. Storage in airtight holders or slabs is crucial to prevent tarnish or friction damage. Acquiring premium examples through reputable dealers, certified online marketplaces, or live auctions ensures authenticity and offers opportunities to evaluate condition accurately before purchase. In summary, the 1985 D Washington quarter, though born of a routine production year, has evolved into an intriguing focus for collectors due to the exceptional value of high-grade and rare error specimens. Its historical role as part of the long-standing Washington series, combined with its clean classical design, lends it a respected place in modern numismatics. For both new enthusiasts and seasoned collectors, the coin offers an appealing blend of accessibility and high-end potential. Next up to in. The 1985 P Washington quarter holds an unexpectedly important place in modern U.S. numismatics, especially for collectors who pursue rare high-grade business strike coins from the 1980s. While hundreds of millions were minted, only a tiny fraction survive today in pristine, top-end grades, making the coin significantly more valuable than casual collectors realize. The combination of its tough strike, scarcity in mint state 67 and above, and the presence of a few noteworthy error varieties has elevated the 1985 P quarter from a common circulation coin to a sought-after collectible. In today's market, enthusiasts admire it not only for its historical continuity within the Washington quarter series, but also for its surprisingly strong demand among registry set builder. The 1985 P quarter was struck at Philadelphia Mint during a period when the U.S. Mint produced large quantities of circulating coinage to keep up with expanding national commerce. This coin belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, originally introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1985, the series had become a familiar and enduring symbol of American coinage, although still decades away from major redesigns such as the statehood quarter program. The mid-1980s also reflected a transitional era in minting quality. Though minting technology was improving, quality control for business strike coins varied, which explains why some 1985 P quarters show weak strikes or surface abrasions, making high-quality survivors particularly rare and desirable today. The 1985 P Washington quarter follows the classic design by John Flanagan, featuring a left-facing bust of George Washington on the obverse, framed by the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date beneath the portrait. The reverse displays the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, an iconic American image used on quarters for over half a century. Struck in a copper-nickel clad composition weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter, the coin has a distinctive metallic luster when preserved in mint state. What makes the 1985 P issue particularly special is that sharp, fully struck examples, where Washington's hair details and the eagle's feathers are crisp, are unusually scarce, and this sharpness significantly boosts call. While the 1985 P quarter boasts a high mintage, well over $1 billion. The difficulty lies in obtaining one in superb condition. Few were saved at the time, as collectors did not yet see modern circulation strikes as potentially valuable. Consequently, most examples entered circulation immediately, accumulating wear and losing their original mint luster. High-grade pieces certified MS-66 are scarce, MS-67 coins are genuinely rare, and MS-68 examples are virtually elite relics that command exceptional premiums. Additionally, certain error varieties, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, die breaks cuds, and clip planchets, are rare and often significantly more valuable. The combination of low survival in high grade and the presence of collectible errors contributes greatly to this coin's rarity profile. In circulated condition, a 1985 P quarter is generally worth face value. However, the story changes dramatically with high-quality or error specimens. A typical uncirculated example, MS-63, MS-64, may sell for $5.15, while well-struck MS-65 pieces often bring $25.40. Scarcer MS-66 examples can command $60-120, depending on eye appeal. The real value spike occurs in MS-67, where prices can range from $400 to over $1,000, reflecting the immense scarcity of superior strikes. In the rarest cases, MS-68 examples have sold for several $1,000s at auction, making them the most expensive representatives of this date. Major mint errors may range from $50 to several $100s, with dramatic off-center or double strike errors sometimes exceeding $1,000. Overall, the coin shows a steady upward trend in value due to growing collector demand and the ongoing popularity of registry-set competite collectors. Pursuing the 1985 P quarter should pay close attention to strike quality, luster, and surface cleanliness. Look specifically for fully defined hair strands on Washington's portrait and crisp feather details on the eagle, signs of a strong strike. Because this date is notorious for abrasions, coins with minimal contact marks stand out significantly. It is highly advisable to seek certification from respected grading services such as PCGS or NGC, especially for coins believed to be MS-66 or higher, as the value difference between grades can be enormous. When collecting errors, photographing and documenting provenance is helpful, particularly for dramatic varieties. For long-term storage, use non-PVC holders or slabs and keep coins in a low-humidity environment to preserve luster and prevent tunning, unless natural tunning is daisy. The 1985 P Washington quarter exemplifies how a modern-era circulation coin can become a prized treasure within the numismatic world. Its blend of historical continuity, classic design, scarcity in top condition, and the potential for high premiums, especially in MS-67 and MS-68, makes it a compelling pursuit for both novice and advanced collectors. Whether valued for its aesthetic, its difficulty in achieving high grades, or its investment potential, the 1985 P quarter has earned its place as one of the standout business strike issues of the 1980s. As growing collector interest continues to elevate the modern coin market, this coin's significance and value are likely to remain strong for years to come. Next up to in. The 1988 D Washington quarter holds a meaningful place in modern numismatics, particularly in high-grade conditions where exceptional preservation elevates its desirability among collectors. Although it is a common circulation coin at face value, specific rare conditions, especially MS-67 and above, and certain mint state errors, have made some examples surprisingly valuable. Collectors seek this coin not only as part of the broader Washington quarter series, but also because late 20th century high mint state clad quarters are notoriously difficult to find perfectly struck and unmarked. This has created a growing market demand for pristine specimens, making elite examples of the 1988 D quarter far more valuable than their modest origin sugas. The 1988 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, during a period when the United States Mint was producing billions of copper-nickel-clad coins for everyday commerce. This era was marked by high circulation demand and heavy use of coinage in vending machines, leading to significant wear and tear on most coins shortly after they entered the economy. The Washington Quarter design, originally introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, remained largely unchanged in 1988, except for subtle refinements over the decades. Though not commemorating a specific event in 1988, the coin represents the tail end of the pre-statehood era of the Washington Quarter series, giving it contextual importance in the evolution of the 1988 D Washington Quarter features the classic John Flanagan design on the obverse, depicting a left-facing portrait of George Washington with inscriptions including Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1988. Along with the D mint mark signifying Denver, the reverse carries the traditional eagle motif, an imposing heraldic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. Struck on a copper-nickel-clad planchet weighing 5.67 grams with a diameter of 24.3, the coin exhibits a reeded edge and the typical bright finish of late 1980's minting. High-grade examples stand out with sharp detailing in Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the coin's overall luster, making fully struck specimens particularly appealing. Despite a high mintage of over 673 million, the 1988 D Quarter becomes scarce in superb mint state grades, especially MS-67 and above. Clad quarters from the 1980s frequently suffer from weak strikes, planchet imperfections, and contact marks from high-speed minting processes, making pristine survivors unusually rare. Certain varieties, including die breaks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and double dies, further contribute to the rarity of specific pieces. Collectors place enormous emphasis on luster, strike sharpness, and the absence of abrasions, since differences between MS-66 and MS-67 can mean the difference between a common coin in average circulated condition. The 1988 D Quarter holds only face value, but high-grade certified pieces command significant premiums. MS-66 examples typically range from $25 to $60, while the far rarer MS-67 pieces can sell for $300 to $800 depending on eye appeal and market activity. The highest graded examples known, especially top pop MS-67 Plus coins, have fetched over $1,000 in competitive auctions. Meanwhile, dramatic mint errors can greatly increase value, with rare off-center strikes or major die breaks sometimes selling for $150 to $500, and exceptional error pieces occasionally exceeding $1,000. These values reflect increasing demand for late 20th century high-grade clad coin collectors seeking a valuable 1988 D Quarter should focus on exceptional strike quality, strong luster, and minimal contact marks. Examining the highest points of the design, Washington's cheek and jawline on the obverse, and the eagle's breast on the reverse, helps identify truly premium examples. Professional certification from PCGS or NGC is essential for coins in premium condition, as grading accuracy significantly influences market value. Storage in airtight capsules or inert holders is recommended to preserve luster and prevent tunning or surface damage. For acquisitions, reputable coin dealers, certified auction houses, and established numismatic marketplaces offer the best opportunities to obtain top-grade examples or unique era variety. The 1988 D Washington Quarter stands as a compelling example of how even modern, high-mintage coins can become valuable treasures when preserved in extraordinary condition or struck with notable minting anomalies. Its historical continuity within the long next up to in the 1989 D Washington Quarter has earned a respected place in modern numismatics, not for a low mintage or precious metal content, but for the exceptional value of rare high-grade examples and dramatic mint-error varieties. While most quarters from this year remain common in circulation, a very small population of pristine, top-graded specimens, especially those certified MS67+, MS68, or featuring exceptional mint-state luster, has drawn intense collector interest. These scarce, high-end pieces routinely command premium prices on the market, making the 1989 D quarter an unexpected standout among late 20th century U.S. coinage. Today, it continues to attract collectors who appreciate its subtle design qualities, modern historical relevance, and the challenge of finding a superbly struck example. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 1989 D quarter belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series, first issued in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1989, the quarter had become deeply embedded in American culture, circulating heavily across the country during a period marked by economic growth and evolving minting technology. While the coin does not commemorate a specific event, it represents the final years of the pre-statehood era of Washington quarters, a time before major design updates and before the onset of the massive 50-state quarters program of 1999. Its production reflected both traditional minting practices and a transitional phase in U.S. numismatic history. The 1989 D quarter features the familiar obverse portrait of George Washington by John Flanagan, a design cherished for its classical style and historical continuity. The obverse displays Washington in profile with Liberty above and In God We Trust to the left, while the date and D mintmark rest below. The reverse portrays the iconic eagle with outstretched wings perched atop bundled arrows, encircled by olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. Composed of copper-nickel clad with a pure copper core, the coin measures 24.3 and weighs 5.67 grams. High-grade examples exhibit sharp detailing in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, along with satiny or frosty mint luster that significantly enhances visual app, although more than 896 million 1989 D quarters were struck. The vast majority entered circulation immediately, making superb mint-state examples surprisingly scarce today. Coins with strong strikes, minimal contact marks, and especially those grading MS67 or higher, remain extremely difficult to acquire. A small number of recognized mint-error varieties, off-center strikes, double dies, and clip planchets further contribute to rarity and collectability. Condition plays a crucial role in determining value. Circulated pieces are common and inexpensive, while high-end certified coins represent only a tiny fraction of the total production. Population reports consistently show that MS68 or higher examples are exceedingly rare and often command strong competition among advanced collectors. The 1989 D quarters market value varies widely depending on condition and the presence of any errors or special characteristics. Typical circulated examples generally hold face value or slightly above, while uncirculated pieces in MS63, MS65 may sell for $5.20. However, prices rise sharply for premium grades. MS67 examples often bring $150 $350, depending on eye appeal and market demand. The rarest certified MS68 pieces have sold at auction for $1,000 $500, reflecting their exceptional scarcity. Certain dramatic mint errors, such as wide off-center strikes or double-struck pieces, can fetch $300 $500 or more, depending on severity. Overall, values continue to appreciate gradually as collectors increasingly pursue high-grade modern koi. Collectors seeking a valuable 1989 D quarter should focus on outstanding mint-state strikes with minimal abrasions and strong luster. Because these coins are heavily prone to bag marks from bulk transport, certification by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC is essential for verifying quality and protecting long-term value. When searching raw coins, pay close attention to key highwear areas, including Washington's cheek and jawline, and the eagle's wings and breast feathers. Proper storage in protective holders or sealed slabs helps preserve luster and prevent environmental damage. Auctions, reputable dealers, and established numismatic communities offer the best opportunities to secure premium examples, especially those in registry-quality grades. The 1989 D. Washington Quarter stands as a modern collectible with enduring appeal, blending historical significance, classic design, and surprising rarity in its highest grades. Though minted in vast numbers, only a select few coins survive today in the exceptional condition required to command strong prices, elevating them to elite status among modern clad quarters. For both seasoned numismatists and new collectors, the 1989 D Quarter offers an opportunity to appreciate the artistry and technical precision of late 20th century minting. With growing interest in high-grade modern issues, this coin continues to demonstrate strong potential for future appreciation and a distinguished place in contemporary coin collecting.